Hello, welcome to another new topic. So today we are going to be discussing about Forex brokers. I already explained what Forex is to you. So the next thing you need to know is Forex broker, which is very important. If I'm talking about Forex brokers and I'm mentioning 6 important points, you need to know that I'm going to touch things that even if you have little experience about what brokers are, you don't know them. So this is actually a video worth watching it. The first thing we're going to see is what is a Forex broker. But the next thing we're going to see is how do brokers make their profits. It is good that when you know what Forex brokers are, you should also know how they do to make their profits. It's very important. We're going to look at the aim of a Forex broker to you as a trader. We are going to talk of the different types of brokers available. We're also going to talk of what A book and B book brokers are. And then we're going to talk of factors to consider when choosing a broker. Without wasting any time, let's actually get started with what Forex brokers are. So what is a Forex broker? A Forex broker is actually a financial service or company that provides traders access to the platform of actually buying and selling of foreign currencies. So that is basically the work of a broker. The broker connects you to the foreign exchange. If you have no one Forex is, then a broker is the one that connects you to the Forex market. Since you are a very small player, you don't have enough money to access the financial market with, the broker is actually the one that is actually going to give you that opportunity to be able to access the financial market. So what is the aim of a broker? The main rule of a broker is actually to help you or allow retail traders to gain access to the market, which is just what I'm telling you, and perform financial transactions. That is their aim. So it is the middleman between you and the market. If you want to do anything, you pass through the broker and get to the market. Since the market is very big and you don't have enough money to physically go into the market alone, even if you have millions, which I believe to have millions of dollars in this our society and every day is even difficult, but even if you have millions, it's nothing to the market. So you can't access the market like that. You need to pass through another person, which is an online broker, which is going to give you access now to the market because they have huge capital. They will going to provide you with leverage and give you access into the market. Don't worry if you have heard a new word called leverage. We're going to study that on its own video. So how do brokers make their profit? That is what you need to know. So brokers actually make their profit from any transactions carried out in the market. It can be through spread or commission. They make their profits from any of your transactions you perform. If you buy a currency, they will make their own commission. If you sell, they're actually going to make their own commissions or their own profits. That's how they do to make their profit. So it's a business that they benefit just from your fee, just like how you usually use your normal bank transfer. You do your normal bank transfer and the bank always have its own small commission for permitting you or facilitating that transaction for you. That is how broker is. So if you want to deposit money, some brokers might charge you commission. If you want to withdraw, some brokers might charge you commission. Not all brokers are going to charge you commission. There are some brokers that are going to be performing your deposit and withdrawals for free without charging commission because it's a very competitive space. There are a lot of brokers. There are thousands of brokers. So it is very competitive. Even though some have their own rule, some of them have fair rule more than the other ones, which are what we are going to be discussing. But they basically make their money from commissions. It can be deposit commission, withdrawal commissions, spread commission in the market, or just commission from your normal transactions you perform. So there are different types of brokers, like I was saying. We have what they call a regulated broker, and we have what they call unregulated broker. So what are regulated brokers? Regulated brokers actually are brokers that operate under strict government oversight. So they offer greater security and protections to your money. They are brokers that are licensed. They operate, they have all their documents, they have all their papers to operate. So they cannot run with your money. Unlike what we call unregulated broker, which are actually, they operate with less oversight. So they actually have higher risks of using them, but they actually can offer better trading terms than regulated broker. This might sound like, how can these people not be regulated and they are offering a better trading terms than the other? It is because they need more clients. So they need to try as much as possible to make their rules fair enough so that they can have a lot of traders. And when they have that a lot of traders, they can close with your money without settling you. That's nothing, but a regulated broker can never do that. So that's why it is very advisable that when you are choosing a broker, you go for regulated broker. And what are regulated brokers? Those are things I'm going to show you some examples and of regulated brokers, so that at least you can know some of them. So regulated brokers actually possess high security. They have high security, they protect your money, unlike these ones where they have higher risks to your money. Then they are being protected by government, and they have all their license to operate. Unregulated brokers don't have papers, so if they decide that today I am closing, but they can offer you better trading terms so that they can have more clients, so that if they want to run with their money, they can go, nothing is going to happen. So preferably always go for regulated broker. These are samples of regulated brokers you can have. You have a lot of them out there. There are a lot of them. There are about hundreds of regulated brokers that exist, so you can sign up with any of them, but these are just few of them. We have like XNES, FXCM, we have Forex.com, we have OADA, OctaFX, and FX Pro. You can name them, eToro, and a lot of them. I can't call all the name. These are actually brokers that are licensed. They cannot just close anyhow. Even if they want to close, they will refund their clients' money. And even a regulated broker cannot close. That's why you see brokers. There are a lot of brokers. Most of them here have made 20 years. Some of them have made 30 years. Some of them have made 40 years. They are actually existing and they are running their business, and they cannot close because of the benefit they are making and because of how they are licensed, because they can sue them. Even if they joke with your money, you can sue them because they are licensed. But on regulated broker, if they close today, there is nothing you can do. So that is why it is advisable to pick any of these brokers when choosing a broker. Now, after when you have known what they call regulated brokers and unregulated brokers, the next and the most important thing you have to know is what A-book brokers are and what B-book brokers are. These are now in-depth information concerning brokerages. So what is an A-book broker? What is a B-book broker? What is a hybrid broker? Let's look at an example. We have A-book brokers, we have B-book brokers. So A-book brokers actually pass your trade directly into the market, and they profit only from commission and spread. A-book brokers profit only from commission and spread, and they pass your orders directly into the market. A B-book broker take the opposite side of your trade to profit if you lose and risk if you win. So B-book brokers trade against you, the trader. They will call you that come and trade Forex, come and trade Forex. Where you come, where you take trade, they take the opposite, since they know that majority of people will lose. So they trade against you. B-book brokers doesn't send your order into the liquidity of the market. B-book brokers actually trade against you. They don't send your order. You buy from them, you sell to them. They don't say, they know that, okay, if 10 people are going to deposit money to trade, maybe only 1 or 2 of them are going to withdraw. So what they will do is that if you want to buy from me. If you want to sell to me, instead of carrying the money and going and wasting it into the market. That's how they do their own business. The real Forex market is there, and the one you are trading is just the same as that of the Forex market. A-book broker also give you direct access to the market, while B-book broker take the opposite side of your trade. They profit from your commission. These people, they profit from if clients lost. That's how they do. They know that profit clients will lose. So when you want to choose broker, even if the broker is regulated, the next thing you need to take into action or figure out is that, is this broker a book or is it a B book? Now we also have another type of broker which is called a hybrid, which provides both B book and A book. He selects some few traders that he knows that they are profitable, you put them on A book. You select the other ones that they are not profitable, you put them on B book. But there are some brokers that are 100% A book and 100% B book, which is what I've been explaining. So you need to know these two differences. They are very, very important. So when you select a regulated broker, the next thing to figure out is this. I'm going to recommend my broker I use to trade. Some of us might have known it already. I'm going to tell you the reason why I choose it. So let's try to look at some of the reasons or factors to consider when picking a broker. I'm going to look at some 9 points there when it comes to factors considering when picking a broker. The first thing you need to take is the geographic restriction. Are they operating in your area? Are they licensed to operate in your area? Because some brokers don't offer services in different countries. So that's the first thing you need to check. The next thing is the regulated. Are they regulated? Have they been registered with the FCA or with the ACIC or CFTC, NFCC, all these regulations around the world? Have they been licensed to operate? That's the next thing, which I was talking about, regulated and unregulated. So unregulated doesn't have all these documents I am mentioning to you, while regulated ones have all these documents. Then we have the leverage. What type of leverages are they producing? Are they providing leverage that can suit you, or their leverage is so small in a way that you cannot have money to trade with them? Those are things we need to take into consideration. Remember, when the broker is giving you leverage, is the one risking for you. So I'm going to explain what we'll get to the leverage. So the pricing, how are they actually giving their price? Are the price different from what is on the current market, or slightly different, or they are the same? So you need to check all those pricing. Pricing also is very, very important when picking a broker. What is the minimum deposit? We also need to know the withdrawal processes. Are they what type of withdrawal processes are they taking? Does that withdrawal process suit you or not? Don't just go and pick a broker after you get stopped that I'm unable to withdraw or I'm unable to deposit, and you have signed up. You have not even checked all these criteria. I'm giving this criteria so that by today, if you are not registered with a broker, you should actually use the link on the description of the video and also do your record and also register with a broker. If you have any problem with your verification, you can get to me. I'm also going to leave my number at the description of this video so that you can get to me and I help you verify your account, and we do everything. That is in case if you have problems with verification with your broker, or if you already had an account with a broker I am recommending and you have problem with your verification, you can still get to me and I'll help you, because it's a broker I'm partnering with, so I obviously have to help you. You also need to check customer service. How are their customer service? Are they good? Are they bad? How do they respond? Is it immediately, or you have to text and wait for 24 hours? You need to check all those things. Like the broker I use, actually, I'm going to tell you the deposit is instantly, the withdrawals are immediately, everything is very swift. Deposit, withdrawal, customer service, you get your reply immediately. So those are the type of things you need to look. So that in case if you get somewhere or you go along the way, you need to withdraw money from your account, it should not be something that you have to withdraw and wait for 24 hours. You can just do it and receive it immediately. Then you also need to take the longevity of the broker. How long have they been into existence? You need to take that one into consideration before signing up. Then you also need to check the platforms the brokers offers to you. Are they offering MT4, MT5, web, or on phone, or what? Or they are telling you to trade only on their web app. You need to check all those things, because some broker will tell you only to trade on their web app. Most unregulated brokers, they will not tell you that, okay, trade on the MT4, trade on the MT5. They are not going to tell you. They are going to say that, okay, deposit and trade inside our own app, because they know how they are going to be doing to manipulate price for you since they are trading against you. And since you are not actually your order is not actually being sent into the market. If you want to know more about regulated and unregulated brokers again, you can join the groups. It's either the Telegram or the WhatsApp group there. We are going to be hosting, and I'm going to be explaining more about regulated and unregulated brokers there, maybe through call or through different screen sharing methods like Zoom and so on, so that you should not miss if you really want to know more about it. After taking all this or analyzing all these things, my brokers actually meet all these criteria, and that is why I work with them. The broker I actually work with is XNES. For those who already know, I use XNES because they are the best in my area. I don't know of your area, and they are also regulated, but they operate in nearly all countries except US and some countries or few countries in Europe. So, but they are very, very good. You have your instant deposit, instant withdrawal, verification process, very, very swift and immediately. You don't need to wait for 24 hours for anything. And the customer service working very well. They have stayed very long into the business. So that is why I'm insisting, and I'm saying that if you are somebody that is trying to follow this mentorship program and you don't have an account, use the link in the description of this video or get to me that you don't have an account, and I will help you. We'll set up an account for you so that you can have your account ready. While you are going through the program, you can be doing your practice on your demo account, and when you are through with the training, then you can look forward on how you can do and start your live trading. So I'm actually going to see you guys on the next topic. The next topic actually we're going to be looking at is currency pairs. So I'll see you guys there on the next topic. Continue to trust the process.